way I was gonna miss this.
Time for our tale of the tape. This is Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach. So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, a Roy Jones Jr. What?
This bout is sketchy.
Well, I hope you brought... These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nope, that hook won't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. They are giving us a high-tempo show. The sun is blazing this afternoon, and these two athletes are going to have to find a way to deal with it.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about anything else.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Missing with the hook. Just misses with that uppercut. And that hook misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez in that. And there's the bell for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, every twitch.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
No rest for the weary. Insane action. It's all offense all the time. Nobody home with, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores. On to the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist to do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, there's the bell for round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Do you believe what we are seeing? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Neither fighter willing to slow down. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. The pound-for-pound king, Canelo, is down. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out. There's the bell to start round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Nice counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nope, that won't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. That hook won't score. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense is everything because they got shot.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done. Okay, now you're switching off.
That was a terrible round, that is.
Keep smart. Just keep him on the end of that jab.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off and win the round on your jab.
Smart, you weren't loading up, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
It's on the end and what you do. Good work. Relax now. I don't want you to...
Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Calm yourself.
Take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
That was a terrible round.
He's out. Go out there and finish him. Good work out there. The jab's working now. Back.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swing and a miss with that hook.
Don't punch.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter shot. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he... Here we go. It's round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him up. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That counter punch caught him clean. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's them. They're that powerful.
You'd like to see more jabs. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Missing with the left hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back. And there's the bell for round 8. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
That right hook catching air. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Incredible work rate. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight.